big brands you want for small payments you can afford, all without credit. Rent-A-Center. Big brands, small payments. Rental purchase transactions. See store for details.
New research attests to the severity of the nation's opioid crisis.
Well, according to a new study, 1 in every 15 people who suffers a non-fatal opioid overdose will die within a year. Researchers at Columbia University in New York say even after surviving an opioid overdose, abusers were more likely to die of an ailment related to drug misuse disorders, circulation problems, and cancer. Opioid abuse is already claiming an average of 175 Americans each and every day, and the death toll has been rising steadily for the past decade. Jim Shenevy, CBS News.
New Zealand's Prime Minister has given birth to a baby girl. It makes her the first world leader in almost 30 years to give birth while in office. 37-year-old Jacinda Ardern is planning to take 6 weeks of parental leave before she goes back to work. At that point, her partner will become a stay-at-home parent. The last leader to deliver a baby while in office was Pakistan's Benazir Bhutto in 1990. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? Are you facing potential wage garnishments, levies, or tax liens? With a call to the Attorney's Tax Relief Helpline, you can get the tax help you need through special programs that can reduce your liability by thousands of dollars. Pick up your mobile phone and dial *1234. Yes, that's right. Pick up your mobile phone and dial *1234. Once you've qualified and enrolled, the IRS will stop all collection activities against you. Attorney's Tax Relief has been helping consumers reduce their debt and are trusted and accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Again, on your mobile phone, dial *1234. That's *1234. If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more, call Attorney's Tax Relief now and get free information and to see if you qualify. You can fix this, but don't wait any longer. Pick up your mobile phone and dial *1234. That's *1234.
Summer's officially here and the temperatures are up, but so are the CD rates on the Summer CD Special at the People's Bank. Going on now through June 30th, 2018, you can lock in a 24-month certificate of deposit with just a $500 minimum opening at the smoking hot summer rate of 2.32 annual percentage yield. Summer ends fast, and so is this limited time offer, so stop in at 605C Happy Valley Road at the People's Bank, working for you.
Valid June 1st to June 30th, 2018. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Not valid with any other promotional rate. CD offer. No special add-on rates applied. Limited time offer. Rate subject to change. New deposits only. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everyone. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock, and we have 73 degrees as we get started today. We've had a few light sprinkles in the overnight, and looks like that we're going to have more as we barrel through the day today. We're going to go ahead and get Ray Stagic's take on the way the moisture is going to move in, and maybe 1 to 3 inches of rain by the weekend. Is that right, Ray?
Generous amounts of rainfall forecast over the next few days. I think we get into a drier weather pattern after the wetter weather pattern. Try to say that a couple of times quick. Trust me, I had to do this a few times to get it right. Over the next 3 days, anywhere from maybe an inch to possibly as high as 2 or 3 inches of rain, especially just to our southwest, right on the Kentucky and Tennessee border. Already starting to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms around first part of the daytime hours today. And still that threat into the afternoon, 82 degrees. Thunderstorms are likely tonight, 66. More scattered storms tomorrow, 81. So it will be slow travel if you run into some of these thunderstorms. Now, will they be severe? Well, they might. But I think the greater threat will be the heavier downpours and the thunder and lightning. And then we'll get a dry Saturday as we kick off the weekend, middle 80s. And then Sunday, a few thunderstorms and highs in the middle 80s with summer arriving today. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic, the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Yeah, it is the first day of summer. It's just felt like it a while. I guess we've had the preview. I'm looking at the constant coverage in studio radar screen this morning, and in doing so, I'm seeing a shower activity, a great big bunch of shower activity in West Kentucky from about Russellville west all the way through about Mayfield, northbound up to just to the west of Evansville. There is rain shower activity up there as well, kind of dotting the landscape. Some light showers in the neighborhood, more so up in the Greene County area, Hart County, with a little bit of light rain shower activity. But if you look at the big picture, there's a lot of moisture out there, and it's going to be one of those days where it'll be a little more organized. We might be under the correct clouds to maybe get 1 inch to 2 inches of rain. 29.86 is our pressure this morning, humidity at 96%. A bit of a breeze. We've been able to get up to 10 miles an hour with winds blowing out of the west to the direction of all that rain. And 73 degrees at WCLU this morning, 6:09. Round one of local news live to the newsroom, and News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. Now, coming up tomorrow is the annual Guns and Hoses Blood Drive, which pits the Glasgow Fire Department against the Glasgow Police Department. Folks can go in, they can donate blood, and do it in the name of either department, and whoever gets the most donations comes home with a trophy. I checked in with Glasgow Police Chief Guy Howie and Glasgow Fire Chief Brian Marr, who still have not decided which one will bring home the trophy, although both have strong opinions.
Department. Oh my heavens!
So now,
so what did we steal?
What are you looking at right there?
This is the Guns and Hoses annual blood drive plaque for the winners.
So now you do have possession of that.
I do.
Y'all done it for 4 years. Chief Marr, what do you have to say about the 4 years?
Oh, well.
Were you all robbed?
Regardless, we were robbed. The last 3 years, we have been robbed. Regardless of popular opinion, you cannot get out of a parking ticket by making a donation to the Guns and Hoses in the police department.
That's just not right. No, what it is they don't want to get up out of their barca loungers and show up.
I can understand that, you know. So we've got Glasgow Police Chief Guy Howe, Glasgow Fire Chief Brian Marr. We've got Guns and Hoses is coming up.
Absolutely.
This Friday.
Yes, this Friday.
And Guns and Hoses is basically whoever goes and donates blood, they can donate the name of the police department or the name of the fire department, and then whoever gets more gets the plaque.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are you guys going to do different this year, Chief Marr, to try to bring this plaque home?
This year, we're going to allow guys on duty to donate blood if they choose to.
Okay.
Depending on who.
Excuse me, they've allowed that the last 4 years anyway.
No, it's a standing operating guideline. We've not allowed that due to the strenuous nature of our job.
Well, you have like some of the calendar firefighters. I've seen the calendars I've done in the past. Will they be out there in front of the donation place?
Sure.
So where's this going to be at?
It's very strenuous to push that button for that barca lounger leg thing to come up and switch the remote control on their satellite TV.
Well, I mean, if they did get carpal tunnel from that, then maybe make it hard to donate.
It could very well. Could very well.
Are you just going to let him talk?
I believe the public knows how hard their fire department works for them. It's a strenuous job. You're sitting in an air-conditioned vehicle all day long writing some paper for tickets here and there. I don't know the difference.
And you're saying again to clarify, you don't get out of parking tickets.
You do not get out of parking tickets based on your Guns and Hoses.
Is that something you may like to offer this year, like some coupons?
No, we don't get out of jail free cards. And I think the public realizes the hard job that the Glasgow Police Department does for them to keep them safe year round. But you know what? With all the fun set aside, this is a very important opportunity. Summer's upon us. People are out vacationing. The need for blood goes sky high during the summer. So we just ask people to come out, donate blood. And It doesn't need to be for the police or fire. Just donate blood for the people that need it.
But y'all are saying that if they were to choose a department, y'all would much rather it be your all's department.
Absolutely.
Because you all, a lot of the times, you all are the very first people on the scene, so you do know the amount of blood that's needed or that can be needed on any given day or any basis.
I do know of at least 3 instances locally where they have declared an emergency in the last 5 years for blood, where they have run so low on their supplies, specifically locally at TJ Sampson and other local hospitals, that they placed out an emergency call for that. So the supply is needs to be there.
Right, and so you want them to give in the name of the police department, you want them to give in the name of the fire department. Where do they give?
It is at First United Methodist Church on South Green Street.
What time?
June 22nd.
Friday the 22nd. Yep, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Right. And also, I'll put a link on our website where you can go online, fill out all your paperwork, have it all done, get there and give. How's that?
Yes, absolutely.
Does that sound good?
Just remember, we will be there writing down tag numbers. Just kidding. Just kidding.
And you're saying that there will be no grass fires that day started to try to get the fire department away, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, they'll come up with some reason not to show up. They're scared of needles.
The Barca Lounge thing got hung and they couldn't get out of the
Exactly.
There you go.
You just gonna let him keep talking? I guess so.
That's the way to go. So I'm not that good.
All right, folks. Guns and Hoses this Friday at the First United Methodist Church downtown Glasgow.
Yes.
All right.
Family Life Center.
Thank you very much.
South Green. See you there.
He said, "See you there." You're not going to be there.
See you there.
We'll see you there.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of...
In more local news, both suspects wanted in connection with the weekend shooting in Barron County are now in custody. Barron County Sheriff Kent Keene says a juvenile was taken into custody yesterday. The female that was allegedly driving the car, 19-year-old Alyssa Branning, turned herself in and was taken into custody on Tuesday. The juvenile is charged with 4 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of criminal mischief. Branning charged with 4 counts of wanton endangerment. Again, both suspects are in custody. Branning, lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. The juvenile is believed to be in the Bowling Green Juvenile Detention Facility. And a recent session of the Barron County grand juries returned several indictments. 60-year-old Douglas Pennycuff of Cave City was indicted on 3 counts: possession of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. 29-year-old Matthew Tyler Redford of Etoile was indicted on 8 counts: possession of a controlled substance, violation of a Kentucky EPO, DUI, no insurance, prescription of a controlled substance not in the proper container, no registration receipt, no registration plate, and improper registration. 34-year-old Adam Ray Lawson of Maryville, Tennessee was indicted on 4 counts: possession of a controlled substance, fleeing or evading police, giving officer a false name, and operating on a suspended license. 23-year-old Jacob Chandler Gossett of Glasgow was indicted on 3 counts: persistent felony offender, drug paraphernalia, and trafficking in marijuana less than 8 ounces. 29-year-old Shane Michael Cardwell of Hardyville was indicted on 3 counts: possession of a controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, and carrying a concealed deadly weapon. 40-year-old Adam Lee Ward of Bonneville was indicted on 4 counts: operating on a suspended license, carrying a concealed deadly weapon, fleeing or evading police in a motor vehicle, and on foot. 49-year-old Manuel Cano, also known as Manuel Camino or Canino of Noblick, was indicted on 2 counts: promoting contraband and alcohol intoxication at a public place. Now remember, an indictment's an accusation only. All individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. Park City got a helping hand yesterday, and their parks look a whole lot different. Now, yesterday was Green Day in Park City. Robbie Toms is the manager of Park City's Cargill plant, and he led a team of nearly 20 of his own employees yesterday as they took part in Cargill's annual Green Day. Tom says the plant shut down for 4 hours, but the employees stayed on the clock, and they all headed down to the city park to help clean up debris and give something back to their community.
It's a way to give back to our communities, and very fortunate to be part of Cargill, because this is a passion of mine for many years, because I served many years on the school board, Barron County School Board, but to let the people give back to their communities, show your community that you really do care.
As folks pitched in and said since they've gotten the new playground equipment and pavilion at the park, folks are using it all the time. And yesterday was also had an added bonus. It helped out the city's maintenance man, Bill, who does basically everything from according to the mayor. All right, moving on. I asked Council Member Leon Higginbotham.
Shut that window! We can't afford to heat the whole neighborhood. You ever said...
My husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next, because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of.
Plan for
Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
This will be online, WCLUradio.com. Now, the Glasgow Police Department responded to a drug complaint on Park Avenue. Upon further investigation, officers made contact with Sean Shirley inside a billiards pool hall, found marijuana, alprazolam, hydrocodone, and crystal meth inside of his vehicle. Shirley, age 32, of Glasgow, was charged with trafficking in a controlled substance. First degree, first offense, methamphetamine, and also an unspecified drug, trafficking in a controlled substance 3rd degree, trafficking marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, prescription of controlled substance not in the proper container. Sergeant Jesse Barton made that arrest, was assisted by Glasgow police officer Zane Greer. And Cave City Police Officer Mark Johnson arrested 32-year-old James Arms along with 32-year-old Samantha Hankins, both of Cave City, on Wednesday. Officer Johnson saw Arms driving on South Dixie Highway with no visible license plate. Made a traffic stop on the vehicle. K9 Jax was then called to the scene where he made a positive alert. Upon searching the vehicle, there was a plastic container found that had crystal meth inside. Arms was arrested, charged with possession of a controlled substance, 1st degree drug paraphernalia. No registration plates, no registration receipt, and display of illegal or altered registration. Hankins was also arrested, charged with possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia. Both were lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. Officer Paul Reynolds and Officer K9 Jax assisted at the scene. 6:24 a.m., 73 degrees with WCLU Local News. I'm Angela Briggs.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out an overhaul law that angered thousands of teachers. Franklin County Circuit Judge Philip Shepard ruled Wednesday that the process the legislator used to enact the law violated the state constitution. Attorney General Andy Beshear sued to block that law.
Today's ruling holds the General Assembly violated Kentucky's Constitution when it turned an 11-page sewer bill into a 291-page pension bill and passed it in just 6 hours with no public comment or participation.
The governor's office says an appeal is imminent. A Kentucky congressman says there are ways to keep immigrant families together and secure the southern border. U.S. Representative James Comer tells WHOP Radio.
The goal is moving forward is, of course, to secure the border, but also to try to provide humanitarian relief for families without splitting families apart.
Comer says while he doesn't like seeing children separated from their families, the law needs to be enforced. The 4 people charged in connection to a Laurel County woman's murder faced a judge Wednesday morning.
Joseph and Christy McFadden and Cody and Michael Hinkle all had not guilty pleas entered for them. The McFaddens are charged with murdering Christy's mother, 58-year-old Sherry Rose. Police say the couple admitted during their arrest that they were fighting with Rose when she was stabbed to death June 15th. A father and son, Michael and Cody Hinkle, were arrested in connection to the disposal of Rose's body. They are charged with tampering with physical evidence and disposal of a body. I'm Suzanne Duvall.
And a 4th person is behind bars in connection with the murder of a Covington cancer patient. Police say a juvenile was charged Wednesday with complicity to robbery and complicity to murder. 3 others are also charged with killing 58-year-old Danita Satchwell, whose body was found last week in a wooded area near Rabbit Hash. Detectives believe she was killed for her medications. I'm Jaleesa Chapin.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hey, Swamp Fox, this is Fat Cat. You got your ears on? Come back.
Yo, Fat Cat, I'm over here at exit 33 having a burger and fries. Why don't you join me?
Swamp Cat, I'm about to pass exit 33 right now. Order some hot wings for me.
Move out of the way, Grandma. The speed limit's 70.
The Protect yourself and your passengers by learning how to share the road with smaller vehicles. The Ticketing Aggressive Cars and Trucks campaign is being enforced statewide, so pay attention. Don't be distracted. Brought to you by the Kentucky State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Branch.
It's the summer travel season. To raise awareness of traffic laws and to encourage safe driving habits, state and local law enforcement are out in force during the Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass campaign. The goal is not to write tickets, but to save lives. Don't speed, don't drive impaired or distracted, and always wear your seatbelt. Obey the laws, or you will be cited. No exceptions, no excuses. Paid with federal funds through the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
629 WCLU and 73 degrees. We've got rain on the radar screen. We'll check in with Ray in just a couple of moments. In area funeral announcements this hour, Buford Thomas Smith, age 84, of Cave City, died Tuesday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. Buford was a U.S. Army veteran, a farmer, and was employed by Dart Container and Park Mammoth Resort. He was a member, deacon, and song leader for Basil Chapel United Baptist Church. He is survived by a son, Gary L. Smith of Horse Cave, a daughter, Pat Hatcher of Cave City, 5 grandchildren, Jonathan, Scott, and Lee Doyle, Brandon and Krista Smith, 10 great-grandchildren, Caitlin, Tyler, Bella, Kylie, Blake, Alex and Cody Doyle, Bridget Carson, and Caleb Smith. 4 sisters, Jenny Wilson, Delcy Britt, Doris Ward, and Shirley Doyle. 1 sister-in-law, Shirley Coomer. 1 brother-in-law, Elwood James, and a special friend, Marie Coates of Cave City. Service for Buford Thomas Smith will be at 2 o'clock on Saturday afternoon at the Basil Chapel United Baptist Church. Interment is to be in the Cave City Cemetery. Military honors provided by the Barron County DAV. Visitation begins at 11 o'clock Friday morning at the Patton Funeral Home, Park City Chapel, and will continue Saturday morning after 9 at the church. Troy Daniel Murphy, age 27, of Tompkinsville, died Monday unexpectedly in Tompkinsville. He was born in Glasgow to the late Rex High and Darlene Hammer Murphy, who survive. He was an active member of the Kentucky National Guard 103rd HSC Brigade support, with 8+ years of active service. In addition to his mother, he is survived by 2 daughters, Caitlin Beth Murphy of Tompkinsville and Rayleigh Grace Murphy of Cave City. 1 son, Brennan Reed Murphy of Tompkinsville, a brother, Thomas Reed Murphy of Scottsville. 2 sisters, Kimberly Davis and husband Timothy of Tompkinsville, and Sherry Nell Murphy and husband Blake Spivey of Clay County, Tennessee. Grandmother, Nell Hammer of Summershade. Services for Troy Daniel Murphy will be Friday at 2:30 at the Strode Funeral Home in Tompkinsville, with military honors provided by Kentucky National Guard. Burial will follow in the Old Mount Herman Cemetery. Visitation will be today from 2:30 until 8 p.m. Visitation with the family will continue on Friday, 7:30 a.m. until time for service at 2:30. Christine Kendall Strong, age 93, of Moss, Tennessee, died Tuesday. She was a member of the Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church and is survived by her husband, Brother Paul Cricket Strong. 2 daughters, Paulette Scott and husband Tim of Moss, and Lola Jean Dillon Fallbush of Gainsboro. 2 grandchildren, Cassie Scott Fox and husband Zachary, and Tammy Scott Dickerson and husband Stacy. 2 great-grandchildren, Gracie Huff and Miley Heron. Service for Christine Kendall Strong will be at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Burial will be in the Macedonia Cemetery. Donations suggested to the Macedonia Cemetery. Donna Smith Hyatt, age 59, of Bowling Green, died Monday at her residence. She was a registered nurse for the Medical Center in Bowling Green and a member of the Fairview United Baptist Church. She is survived by a sister, Debbie Smith of Bowling Green, an uncle, Roy Neal Davis of Mammoth Cave. Service for Donna Smith Hyatt will be at 11 o'clock on Friday morning at the Patton Brownsville Chapel, interment to be in the Fairview Church Cemetery. Visitation begins at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Services for Elbert Fields, age 90, of Glasgow, will be at 2 o'clock Friday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Military honors provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. Visitation begins today at 2 p.m. Service for Mary Landrum, age 93, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock Friday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Old Zion Cemetery. Visitation begins at 2 p.m. today. Service for Muriel Temple Wilson, age 82, of Edmonton, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Butler Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Wilson Cemetery. Service for Lois Jean Lowe, age 68, of Brownsville, will be today at 11 o'clock at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel. Interment is to be in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Service for Willie Maysell Rich Poindexter, age 94, of Albany, will be today at 11 o'clock at the Norris New Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Ashlock Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.